Hi Sag, welcome and welcome back to my channel. I'm sorry for being MIA for so long. I just had to move house and it was a huge move. As you can see, I'm not properly set up at the moment, but I thought I'd give you guys a reading anyway and I'll make it look pretty within time. So let's get straight into it. For Sag, what does Sag need to know for next week? Okay. We have regeneration, and it's funny because while I was shuffling I did see also mending, and I saw, what else was it? It was something else to do with like something being fixed between you and another person. Okay, what else for Sag? Okay, that's too many. Okay, well there's two, and one of them is the end of a tough cycle approaches with the full moon in Capricorn. And another one is new moon in Aries, it's time to take action. Okay, and let's see, last oracle card for Sag then please. Okay, Cow Spirit, the miracles are endless. Okay, so let's get straight into it. Regeneration, I'm sure you know what this means, but basically something that was maybe not working out before, or something where you thought it was done, something where like you thought there couldn't be growth in this place or in this situation anymore, is now basically coming back to life. So you could be kind of like mending things with another person, or you could be having an ex come back, or maybe a friend from the past, or maybe just someone from your past in general is just randomly popping up. And like there's growth here where you thought there couldn't be any more growth. Then we do have the end of a tough cycle approaches with the full moon in Capricorn. So Capricorns do put in a lot of hard work, but sometimes it gets to a point where they overwork themselves. You might be in, usually this could be like if it's about a work situation, like it's time to leave type of thing. But if it has to do with a relationship, then it's kind of like this is like it's been rough, but like that the worst part is over type of thing. And then we do have the new moon in Aries, it's time to take action. So this is basically not a time to chill, like it's not a time to like hold back in any sort of way. You need to basically turn around and like start taking those steps that you need to either maybe fix a situation, or to move on from that job, or to like towards your goals. Like what is it that you want? You need to actually start making practical steps towards it. And the new moon in Aries is like, Aries is the beginning of the zodiac, so you've got a long way to go, but it's about taking those first steps and knowing that, you know, there will be work along the way, but you need to actually take those steps, otherwise nothing's going to happen here. Like you could lose this opportunity. Then we do have the Cow Spirit, the miracles are endless. So this is saying that like this could be a very prosperous time for you at the moment, and it's really important to kind of believe that things can like all work out for you in all areas of your life. And when they do work out for you, it's about like sharing those with other people, because you might be thinking like, okay, the miracles that I have is a slice of not a slice, is a whole pizza, and if I give that slice and that slice to someone else, and then that slice to my family, and that slice to my children or my partner, or that slice to my job or whatever, you're going to be like, well then I only have one slice left. But that's not the way that miracles work. Like if you continue to manifest, like you can have whatever you want. And I truly do believe that. So it's about realizing that there's an abundance of miracles or good things that can happen to you and everyone you love, and even people that you don't love. Like there's not just one pie basically, or one pizza. So let's see, what does the tarot have to say for Sag for next week? Okay, Sag, what do we need to know? What are the messages and what is coming in? So the Page of Swords, the Five of Swords, King of Cups, just need to see, yeah, you guys can see that. We have the Hanged Man, we have the Two of Pentacles, Two of Cups, we have the Nine of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Three of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck then, we have Death and Rebirth, Scorpio energy, Six of Wands, and the Nine of Cups. Okay, so things that you don't see coming is that there was some sort of ending that you've dealt with, and now you've been through this kind of like transformative phase in your life, and it's kind of about like you getting to the rebirth of something. It's kind of very similar of the regeneration, like there's a rebirth here between possibly you and another person, or like there's like a new growth where you thought that there couldn't be anymore, and basically you could kind of, this small little tree that is growing here could turn into this entire forest. So it is, you know, whatever this is, you are going to be successful in it. You could be feeling like you're getting the support that you need to be able to do this, and you are just feeling like possibly like you need to put your best foot forward in some way, because that is going to bring you some sort of wish fulfillment. Like it's going to bring you like a lot of happiness, something that you've really wished for. Okay, then the center of your reading, we do have the Two of Pentacles. So you could be trying to make some sort of decision, like weighing the pros and cons about something. Maybe you could also be feeling like you're maybe juggling a bit too much at the moment, like you've got a lot going on and you just don't have time for anything. But it is about maybe you needing to make the decision possibly to take action, or to end something, or to, you know, put effort towards something, because the Two of Pentacles is about like you've got a lot going on, and there's a decision that needs to be made, but maybe you don't have the time to even focus on this. Maybe you do need to actually take that action. Like it could be, I don't know why, I just feel like time could be running out with that Wheel of Fortune, or like the time is now is what I'm kind of getting. Then what has gotten you to this point? There could be some sort of like insight or knowledge that you've gained. Maybe you're receiving a text message, or you're sending someone a text message, or a phone call, or something like that, where you now, either way, there's communication here where you're now realizing, okay, I do need to make a decision. What is it that I want to do? And you need to kind of look at things from a new perspective, and possibly go down this new path of maybe even studying something. Maybe you're trying to study something, or if it's a person, you're kind of like thinking if you should maybe start this again with them, but you need to communicate this with the person. Then we have the King of Cups here. So King of Cups is about going within, like really acting from a place from your heart, like using your heart to make decisions. Don't think with your mind, like what is it that you feel, what's your gut telling you, what is your heart telling you. And it is also about being in control of your emotions, like not in the way of like not showing them, but in the way of being like, yeah, I know how I feel and I want to show that, but I'm also not going to like just like, I don't know how to explain it, like just be like a huge crybaby, or like let my emotions overwhelm me. I'm going to take control of them and be like, okay, I this is what I feel, and I know what I feel, and now I want to communicate what I feel. It is also about like finding some sort of like inner peace within yourself as well, maybe in order to communicate something about a decision you're trying to make. Then we do have the Nine of Pentacles. So you could be like in a place where you're very independent. Maybe someone you're dealing with is like super independent, and possibly even financially independent, but it could also be like you're in a place where you've come so far, that maybe this is why it's like you've come so far to rely on yourself in some way, and to have a good time, and to like not worry about anything type of thing, that you're like, okay, but what happens if I do go back into some sort of situation? Then like what happens if I lose that independence or that financial stability in some way? And I don't see that happening. Like it's saying the miracles are endless, like you don't need to worry about that, but it could be some sort of like you're worried to make this decision because you're worried about like maybe not having the time in some way. And then we have the Three of Pentacles. So Three of Pentacles is your outcome. It is about like collaborating with someone. It's about like really working with someone, valuing their effort that they put in. You also are being valued with the efforts that you put in, and it's about like trying to maybe build something together, and see where you can go with this, some sort of like teamwork in some way. So then in your 3D world, we have, so like next week in general, we have the Five of Swords. So you are kind of like maybe stuck in your ego about something that you needing to release. Maybe that's the kind of end of the tough cycle. There could have been like clashes between you and another person, maybe because there has been ego involved. And like the ego needs to be let go of. Like your ego is the part of you that's like, well, I'm not gonna be the first one to reach out, or I need to worry about myself right now. Like I can't be thinking about other people when I'm not in a position to be able to do that. Like that's your ego talking. It's like that's the part of you that's like, oh no, the miracles aren't endless. Like I can't share them because then what about me, type of thing. And this is basically saying that you need to get out of that energy, or if you're dealing with someone in that energy, it's time to kind of let go of any sort of selfishness. You could be dealing with selfish people, but it's like putting down your swords and being like, okay, you know what, I'm not gonna fight anymore. I'm gonna do what's best for me and other people. Then we have the Hangman. Hangman is in the place of your connections, your relationships, your feelings. You could be feeling very stuck in your love life at the moment. Like, and I'm not gonna lie, literally, I think it was Libra got this, Scorpio got this, and you got this. And I've literally shuffled the cards. None of the other cards are the same. Like, I don't know how this keeps happening. Well, the Page of Swords is the same, but other than that, like, none of the cards are the same. So, it's kind of like, I don't know if you've got those placements in your chart, but basically this is you feeling very stuck where you are with your love life at the moment. You could be in a place of separation with someone that you really care about. Maybe this is the decision that you need to make if like you want to kind of reconnect here. But it is also about taking the time that you are in this place of feeling like there's no movement or something like that, that you need to become enlightened in some way. Like you need to look at things from a fresh perspective to be able to see like, what is it that I really want here, and not what do I want out of my fears. Like, what do I want? What's my heart telling me? Maybe that's the decision you need to make. Then we do have the Two of Cups. So in your thoughts and your values, you are wanting some sort of connection with someone. You are wanting a relationship, but you're wanting a balanced relationship. You want equal give and take. You want you know, shared goals and mutual feelings. Like you don't want something to be like one-sided. Like you are, I feel like maybe this worry or the stress of this decision that you're making, you feel like, what happens if it becomes like too much again, and then it's one-sided and I'm giving too much and I don't feel like I'm receiving, or they feel like they're not receiving enough from me. It's kind of like you want love and you want to be in this happy relationship, but I feel like you're also like needing to make a decision about that. The Two of Cups is another two, so twos are always about making decisions. So there could be a decision that needs to be made surrounding some sort of romantic connection. If this is got to do with work or career or something like that, or your business, then maybe it's a partnership. Maybe there's some sort of like team up in some way. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune, which I always it is resonated with Jupiter, but because Jupiter rules Sag, I always kind of like feel like this is Sag energy. And the Wheel of Fortune is kind of like, this is with one of your goals or one of like your desires, something that you want. It's kind of like the wheel is turning in your favor. Like now is the time. Like the wheel is also about divine timing or a divine connection in some way. And it's kind of like luck is on your side now. So like maybe now is the time to take that action, because you will be lucky and get what you want here. So let's get some clarifiers for you, Sag. Okay, so let's clarify, what is this Two of Pentacles? with the Knight of Cups in the reverse. So I do feel like, and the Knight of Wands. Okay, so you could be dealing with a Scorpio or a Sag, or have that strongly in your chart. But with the Knight of Cups in the reverse, I feel like the feeling that you have, this decision that needs to be made, you could be worried that like I said, some sort of offer is not going to work out the way that you want it to, or it's like someone who's maybe you feel might manipulate you in some way, or just not be acting from a place of love. You could be feeling like they could be like a little bit kind of like nonchalant when it comes to relationships, or like in and out of your life. Someone who is hot and cold, something along those lines. And this decision you're trying to make, you're stuck on making this decision because you're worried that it's not gonna like be the best opportunity for you. Okay, so what is the Five of Swords? Lovers. Yeah, there's definitely been some sort of ego clash with you and a soulmate. Like it's been, sorry, I have to cover that Lovers card. It's been very kind of like stressful for you, and you don't know, I feel like you recognize this person as a soulmate, and that's someone that you have very deep feelings for, but you're stuck in your head about like where this is going to go, and you need to make this decision. With the bottom of the deck being the Eight of Pentacles, I do feel like there is an opportunity for you guys to work on this, but it is going to take work, and you need to be willing to put the work in. But if you want it to happen, like now's the time basically, and you will have abundance with this. So what is the Hanged Man? The Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, definitely you or someone in your life, if you are in separation at the moment, you do want to put in the work towards this. You want to put it in slowly though. Like you don't want to just rush into a relationship, or rush into something like maybe even getting back with the person, or rush into even a new relationship. You kind of just like slow and steady wins the race. I want to be consistent with this person, and I want like a stable offer on the table, but I want to take things slow. We do have Temperance here, so like you want the balance between the two of you, like you want it in moderation type of thing. But Temperance is also Archangel Michael, and Archangel Michael is connected to soulmates, twin flames, all of those things. So if you resonate with that, it could be that like the divine is getting involved, or like now is the time, and you need to kind of work on balancing the situation out. Okay, so what's the Two of Cups? We have the Ace of Cups. So this is definitely what's on your mind is love, for sure. Like a connection, something that you want a new beginning, maybe a renewed love with someone, or it could just be that like if you're already in a relationship, like maybe you want to end some sort of like rough times between the two of you. Maybe it's the end of a tough cycle, and you're just wanting to kind of get back to a place of like just enjoying each other's company, feeling fulfilled, feeling loved. This is something that stresses you out about a lot. You could be overthinking about this as well. Like you can't get the thought of this relationship or this connection out of your head, and you're feeling again kind of stuck with this because you're like, I try to move on and I can't, and then I want this, but then I don't think that that's the right decision, or like I'm worried that we're going to fight, or there's going to be arguments and that type of thing. Maybe that's why the thing is here that you need to just take it slow, and you need to put in the effort, but like slowly, and see how it works out. Okay, and then we have, so I did see that we did see the Knight of Wands, we saw the Knight of Cups, and we have the Knight of Pentacles. So whenever there's 3 cards in a reading, there's always one missing, which means the Knight of, what am I thinking? Knight of Swords is the one that's missing, which means this whole reading is about you worrying about something being rushed, or some sort of harsh words between you and another person, and it's like, I don't feel like that's going to happen, basically. Okay, so what's the Wheel of Fortune? King of Cups. Now's the time to tell someone how you feel. It's time to be open with your heart. It's time to come from a loving place. Could be time for someone to come in towards you and communicate their feelings with you. But either way, it's like, it's a good time for you to be open about your feelings, and come from a place of emotional maturity where you're explaining, this is how I feel, this is what I want, like, can we work on this? It's like, it's a lucky time for you to be able to do that. You have manifested this in, or you've like hoped for this day to come. You have everything you need to have this, to be open about your feelings. Like I said, it is a very destined connection, and you have everything you need. Like, there's nothing that's stopping you besides maybe your own ego or your own mind at this time. So what's the Three of Pentacles? The Devil. So the outcome here is the Three of Pentacles with the Devil. So you guys do need to both work on breaking free from some sort of unhealthy habits right now. There could be a codependency issue, or maybe was in the past, that you guys need to work through. There could be like these unhealthy attachments to like overindulgence, maybe drinking too much, partying too much, possibly even drugs. It could also just be an addiction or an obsession in some way that maybe you need some sort of professional help with. Or if there are some sort of like unhealthy habits that you have, like even if that's like what's the word that I'm looking for, like when people are like detached in some way, like, or they're avoidant, that's the word I'm looking for, then maybe you need professional help to be able to work on like letting that go, or letting that like attachment to something go in some way. Nope. Okay, and then bottom of the deck again we have the Hanged Man. So it's like you need to look at things from a different perspective here, to be able to release this devil energy and to be able to work on something with someone else. It's gonna stay stuck if you don't fix whatever this devil energy is. Okay, so let's get some Heart's Hidden Secrets. So this is, if this does have to do with love, which I do feel like it does, but let's just see. So what does Sag need to know? Emotional storm, turmoil, unstable and affected. Yeah, you could be feeling, like I said, you're really stressed out about this. Like, I feel like you don't know what to do. We have divine masculine, yang masculine energy. So you could resonate with the masculine, and it's like you needing to kind of really work on your masculine side of taking action. Like the masculine is someone who's not afraid to go out and get what he wants. He's not afraid to communicate what it is that he's trying to achieve. Like, you could be feeling like a little bit, or have been feeling a little bit kind of like unstable and very affected by this relationship, or by whatever's been happening between you two guys, if there has been these like ego clashes or conflict or something like that. Basically you need to heal your masculine side is what the cards are saying. What else? Okay, wow, we have both of these coming out here. So sorry, these cards are so slippery, just trying to get a handle on them. So with obsession, it says infatuation, adoration and addiction, and we have commitment, marriage, promises and fidelity. So there's definitely like an obsession going on maybe between both of you. Like maybe there is some sort of like you wanting to commit, or you wanting like a fully committed relationship in some way. Like you want, possibly you do want actual marriage, or like an engagement or something like that, or just a promise in some way, like that this person is committed to you, and you are very like obsessed with them. Like I said, there was that like that feeling of like overthinking, like you can't get them out of your head type of thing. Bottom of the deck, what do we have there? Divine masculine again. There's definitely some sort of energy that you need to work on healing when it comes to you taking action towards what you want. Okay, what's coming in for Sag? We have silence, frozen, no words, and stone wall. So I do feel like basically what it's saying is that like there's going to continue to be silence if nothing's done about this. But we do also have here perspective, better off, happiness and clear headspace. So maybe it's saying that like now is the time to take action, but you need to be silent until you can actually clear your head. and you might be better off not talking about it straight away until you can get in this place of like emotional maturity. But I do feel like there is divine timing at play here. Sorry, Sag. You could be resisting this in some way, like not telling them how you feel with the secret admirer and suppressing and timid. Okay. So let's get some romance angels for you, Sag. We have honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. Maybe you should like go away with them. Maybe that will get you out of this like issue in some way. Like just enjoy your time together. We have heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. That's definitely what I was getting a lot of the time, where I was like now's the time to basically tell them how you feel. And then let's get one more coming in. Attraction. So you guys are highly attracted to each other, but it also says you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So maybe you need to actually just have fun, like focus on yourself, and that will bring in the attraction of someone. We will have bottom of the deck calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations and visualizations help bring you together. So maybe you need to focus on manifesting in a soulmate. That could be this person coming back very strongly, is showing that in this, but also it could be a completely new person after you kind of have like had some sort of regeneration within yourself, to be able to heal yourself after maybe someone from your past where it didn't work out. But either way, if you focus on like manifesting in your soulmate, that person will come, whether it's the person from the past or the new person. Like your soulmate is your soulmate. So, and you do have many soulmates, like some people are here to teach you a lesson. Some people are here to be with you for a lifetime. Like some people are here to kind of challenge you in some way, or some people are here to like, I always say if you stop learning, then the soul contract is over. So if there's still like lessons to be learned, whether that's like difficult or good lessons, then that is meant to continue. Okay, so let's see from your person, if they weren't holding anything back, what would they say to Sag from their highest self and from their heart? We have, I know that I crossed the line with you with that emotional storm. What else? The timing just wasn't right for us, which is so crazy because we have the divine timing coming into play now here with where we saw Temperance, and which is Archangel Michael, and the Wheel of Fortune. And also it's time to take action. Okay, what else? I'm afraid to contact you. There's that silence. They're scared to reach out in some way, but look, I'm so attracted to you with attraction. Like, you cannot make this stuff up. It's crazy. Okay, so that is what I have for you guys, Sag. I hope it resonated. If it did, please do give me a thumbs up. It really helps the channel grow. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I will see you guys again next week. Take care.